Hello, gamers, you hip, beautiful, sexy cats and dolls out there in YouTube land. As always, I'm the level grinding junkie known as the Antiherodrink. So, we're going to jump right into this video talking about something that hits home to me, hits home to a lot of gamers from the 90s, Squaresoft to Square Enix. Coming into the next generation of consoles, we're going to get the PlayStation 4. And let's just be honest, Square Enix has taken a lot of hits. It's taken a lot of punishment in the last console war. Call it much of a war or whatever. The point I'm trying to go make is if they're going to go into this next one and they're going to hope to do well, I applaud them. I'm like ripping out my head praying that they do one thing. Listen to your fans. Listen to the people who have been supporting you from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, hell, even PS3. Listen to these people because they have the best in mind for you as a company. You used to just knock it out of the fucking park in the 90s with your RPG selection. I was around for that, and it was a fucking spectacle. And you have such a great, robust RPG library that you could actually bring and revitalize that will get players into it. I am telling you right now, do the Final Fantasy 13, do Final Fantasy 13 versus, do Final Fantasy 7, a full-on fucking remake. Do all that shit, and people will buy it. And this is definitely needed if in the next console war there's going to be an increase in the production cost of making games, meaning that players are going to have to go up and paying what 70 or 75 or I don't know if this is really confirmed or not yet, but possibly playing more for fucking video games. You are definitely going to have to go drive it home with a better selection of video games than you have been giving us for so long. And stop, for the love of God, stop with the Final Fantasy 13. Nobody likes it. Your characters in that game are boring. The battle system is boring. And the story is eh. Nobody likes that. What we did like was this. Xenogears. It's a phenomenon then. It's a phenomenon now. We love this game. We still play this game. It's a great RPG. It does everything a good RPG should do. At least an RPG we're expecting, at least what a J-style, what a J-style RPG does that we're expecting. It delivers a phenomenal narrative. It is a great, compelling story with great, lovable characters that really drive you into it, that really bring in raw human emotion to the game, that gets you involved within the story. You are going to have to really bring this hardcore and home. This is what we as RPG players have been saying we wanted. We want great narrative. We want interesting characters. We don't need flashy video games. We don't need video games with budgets that rival the fucking Avengers. We just want compelling characters, a compelling story, or a compelling gameplay. And you only have to deliver 2 out of the 3 things to make a good RPG. Or at least an RPG that will sell. And I really hope that this, like, hits home to fucking Square Enix that this is what players want. This is what we've been looking for in an RPG. We're not looking for the next shiniest thing. We're just looking for a good, interesting story to get involved in because we play RPGs like people watch fucking movies. There are certain concepts, ideas, and story situations that we find interesting, compelling to us to actually want to go purchase a physical copy of your game and play it. And then we find these likable and interesting characters that add a little bit of intrigue to the game, and it makes it worthwhile to go through the motions of your game and your narrative. And when you achieve that, you achieve an RPG that RPG players will play, that they will show up in abundance and pick up. And that is what I'm hoping Square Enix does. If they don't do it with any new IPs or any new ideas, you have, once again, a robust RPG library that I am saying that you should fully HD remake everything. I don't care about the cost or any shit like that. It doesn't have to be fucking PlayStation 4 quality, but early PlayStation 3 quality. If you remake that, you can put in a bunch of discs and sell it in bundles, and people will eat that shit up like hotcakes. You could go make it for monthly installments. You could go get behind the whole digital download thing and make it digitally download available with trophy systems and unlocks. As long as you You can even put fucking DLC in it. As long as it's worthwhile, good DLC, we'll support it. But I'm saying if you take what you have in your library of games that we have loved, that we still play, that we're on eBay bidding the fuck out of each other and charging each other an arm and a leg, if you remake that shit, people will buy your console to play your games. Especially if you start remaking a lot of shit that didn't come over the States. And I'm not saying you have to go do it like, it has to be all visually big and everything. Late PlayStation 2, early PlayStation 3, fuck. You could just not, you could just reprint a bunch of shit that you never released in English. You never release over states in English, on a disc, a compact disc, and people will just buy that set for those games. Because there are still people on YouTube wanting to play certain games that are Japanese only imports that they're never going to be able to play because they can't go translate kanji. There's a lot of hope and there's a lot of room for the PlayStation 4 is what I'm trying to stress out in this video. But really, this is a video, one PlayStation fan to any other ones out there saying that we really got to go get the message home to them that what it is we as RPG players want, we as what gamers want for the PlayStation 4. I'm just speaking to the RPG community because I am an RPG player, a very passionate one at that. So if you come across this video and you sat this long, please leave a comment below. Any thoughts or any feelings on what it is that I said. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me. And we just got to go hope and pray that, they get the message what it is we want as RPG players. Peace, sayonara, you beautiful hip cats and dolls out there.